Hi, this is Beth Stinson speaking. This is a brief slideshow to give you an introduction to who I am. All about me is in three buckets. There's personal information about me, there's work information about me, and my values. First, let's talk about personal information. The things that are most important to me are my family, and there's pictures here of my kitty cats and my children, my two sons and my daughter-in-law. And of course, the love of my life, my husband Jeff. I love to garden, and I have a flower garden, and I usually have a vegetable garden. Other things that I like to do: I like to travel to the UK. I like to walk among battlefields, and this is a picture of me at Antietam, so I really like Civil War history. So let's talk about work. I'm an instructional designer. This is a picture of my bookshelf from home. I care very deeply about having instruction being designed well so that people can get what they need and move on and apply that to their problem solving, whether it's at home or on a job or in a volunteer organization. At Blackboard, I was responsible for several projects. First, I managed the team that created help.blackboard.com. This was our online help system. It was web-based, and it was also based on the type of software that you were licensing from Blackboard and your role in the system. I not only authored content, much of the administrative and technical content was what I was responsible for, but I ran or managed the team of instructional designers who built the rest of that tool and kept it up. I also was responsible for running the On-Demand Learning Center, which eventually merged into help.blackboard.com. On Demand was a series of short videos that helped students and teachers understand how Blackboard worked, but it was also a change management system. So when new features were released, we made videos about them and put them up on this center. Many of our schools and different help desks would link directly to our video content, and this saved our customers a tremendous amount of time with help systems and change management at their particular organizations. And finally, I was an advocate for building accessible products in Blackboard. I wanted to ensure that everyone, no matter what their ability and what their personal circumstances were, had access to everything that Blackboard made. So our products and also our help systems and our videos were accessible. I spent a lot of time giving presentations to faculty to help them understand how to build accessible content to put inside of Blackboard. And then I also worked with the development team to make sure that the Blackboard applications were also accessible. I ran an online course called Universal Design and Accessibility for online courses, and thousands of people have been through that course and came out the other side with a much deeper understanding of what accessibility means and how to create accessible content for their online courses. So next I want to talk about my core values that I bring to work every day and that I apply to all the projects that I am part of. First and foremost, I think it's very important that we communicate with each other. Everyone has different types of communication styles based on preferences, based on whether they're an introvert or an extrovert, based on whether they are a team lead or a director or a vice president. It's very important, and I believe it's every person's responsibility to understand how other people communicate and find the best communication channels so that we can continue to work together toward common goals and we can avoid misunderstandings that end up costing everyone time and money. My door's always open. I like just about any type of communication channel. You can send me a text, you can use a chat tool, you can send me an email, you can pick up the telephone, you can video chat. I'm available and receptive to any type of communication. Another one of my core values is I believe that anybody can become a good teacher. The key is finding something that you are very passionate about and that you understand well, and then looking at how to translate and transfer that information to other people. And just like communication, people have different preferences on how they consume information. And as a teacher and becoming a good teacher, it's your responsibility to figure out what those channels are and to provide the information, the same information, in multiple channels so that people can have different opportunities to absorb that content. You can put it in video, you can type it in text, you can create a diagram, you can put it in a PowerPoint. Can be the same type of information, just comes in different formats, and so people can absorb that material in different ways. Next, I think that people can learn anything. In my early years, I studied art, and I always had people come up to me and say, "Oh, I could never be creative," or "Oh, I could never draw," or "Oh, I could never make that." And I simply don't believe that it's true. If you have good instruction, you can learn how to do anything. It doesn't mean that you will learn how to do it fast. It doesn't mean that you will learn how to do it to be the best of your class. But like Hermione in Potions, if you follow directions, if you find a teacher, if you practice over and over again, if you apply it to a project, I believe that you can learn anything. And finally, life is short, and I think we all need to have a little fun. I think we can have fun at work. I think we can have fun at home. And I think we can have fun with all of the people that we interact with every day. So laugh a little bit, have a little fun, and enjoy life. So that's the end of my presentation. Thanks.